Inhibit. This is the word that we're going to talk about today. Inhibit with a h. Inhibit. Inhibit has two definitions. So one is related to, like in science, like to slow down or prevent a process from happening. And so to prevent something from happening or make it happen more slowly or less frequently than normal. And we use it a lot in science. Okay, and then definition two is for a person. It's to make a person, to make someone nervous or embarrassed so that they are unable to do something. And translations in Spanish, inhibir and cohibir. Word families, inhibited is an adjective or inhibitions is a noun. Notice that this H is silent normally, but for some reason, when it turns into a noun, the H becomes pronounced. In inhibition, here you pronounce it, but all the other ones, you don't pronounce it. Synonyms for inhibit are prevent or repress. Antonyms are assist or permit. And let's see, so go to the next screen here. So this is the definition that's related to like science. You can clean your sponge regularly to inhibit the growth of bacteria. So that means that we don't want bacteria to be on our sponge. We want to prevent that from happening, right? So, so we say inhibit the growth of bacteria. And let's look at the structure of the sentence. So we're saying inhibit is prevent, and then the growth of bacteria is the process that we want to prevent. So when you write a sentence, you have to say, this is how you make your sentence. You do something, you say something inhibits, and then right after the word inhibit, you say the process. So inhibit, like growth of bacteria, or inhibit, you can inhibit, let's see, usually like a chemical reaction, maybe. Chemical reaction, you could inhibit that. Things like that. It has to have a noun after it. Inhibit, maybe like symptoms in somebody who's sick, something like that. But it has to have a noun after it. So you inhibit a thing, usually is what you do. Most of the time. I feel like that's the most common way to use it anyway. Then the next definition is, I think, one that's more common, and this is when we talk about people. So inhibit means to prevent someone from doing something. So it's something makes them nervous or embarrassed, so they're unable to do something. So what we have to do here is we have to name the feeling or the problem. So we'd say like nervousness is a problem, nerviosidad. Or we could say, another way to say that is stage fright, miedo de estar en el escenario. Or nervousness sometimes inhibits people from singing in public. So notice the structure here. Oh, that's right. So there are two structures of a sentence with inhibit. You can, for the other definition, it's like inhibit a noun, and just like inhibit something, slowing down, which means slowing down a process. And that process, este proceso, va justo después del verbo para definición uno, para definición dos, la estructura es diferente. For this definition, different sentence structure, we have to say a problem, inhibits, and then you say a person, and then you have to add the word from, and then you say what the person wants to do. So here's an example. Nervousness sometimes inhibits people from singing in public. So if you write your sentence, you could say, I don't know, my lack of time, which we all know about, right, inhibits me from doing the things I want to do for fun sometimes. I don't know, something like that, okay? That's an example. So you have to say inhibit a person from. Use the word from. This is a little bit tricky because there are lots of parts in the sentence. So look carefully at the example. Try to copy the same structure as the example when you write your sentence. Because people often will understand the basic meaning with this one, but it's not just the meaning. You have to get the right words in the right order. You also have to have inhibit a person, and then from, and then what is it that you're not able to do, okay? Synonyms for inhibit, prevent, or repress. Antonyms, permit. I don't really like assist, actually. I'm going to get rid of that. But permit would be the opposite of inhibit. Okay, and then here is a sentence with, this is a sentence with inhibit. So do not let your shyness or reluctance inhibit your performance as an orator or an actor. So this is with the structure of inhibit plus a noun. And it's like to, okay, so that's related to the second definition with actually. So I guess the second definition can also be used with the noun sometimes. So again, though, yeah, so that way you can do it with from. So something inhibits you from doing something. Or here what's going on? Here what's going on is the shyness inhibits, and then right after the inhibits, you have a noun that describes what the person wants to do. So inhibits your performance. You could say inhibits your let's see, your ability. Inhibits your your results maybe from being good, something like that maybe. Okay, so this is saying work on trying to overcome shyness to inhibit performance. I mean, so to prevent it from inhibiting performance so that you can have a good performance, okay? Thank you very much for watching today.